This is NathanAhn, and today we're going over the circle problems today. And our first section is equivalent fractions. So we have 1/5 here, and if you times 1/5 each one by 2, you get 2/10. And then another one would be 3/15 if you multiply each by 3. And then another one would be 4/20 if you multiply each by 4. For number 2, you have 4/3, and if you multiply by 2, you would get 8/6. And then if you multiply by 3 for each one, you get 12/9. And if you multiply each again by 4, you get 16/9. For number 3, you have 7/11. And if you multiply each by 2, you get 14/22. If you multiply each by 3, you get 21/33. If you multiply each by 4, you get 28/44. For number 4, you have 1/2. And if you just multiply by 2 for each, you get 2/4. Multiply by each by 3, you get 3/6. Multiply each by 4, you get 4/8. For number 5, you have 2/3. Multiply by 2 for each, you get 4/6. Multiply each by 3, you get 6/9. And multiply each by 4, you get 8/12. For number 6, you have 4/7. Multiply each by 2, you get 8/14. Multiply each by 3, you get 21. You get 12/21. Multiply each by 4, you get 16/28. For number 7, you have 3/6. Multiply each by 2, you could get 6/12. Multiply each by 3, you get 9/18. Multiply each by 4, you get 12/24. For number 8, you have 10/9. So multiply each by 2, you get 20/18. Multiply each by 3, you get 30/27. Multiply each by 4, you get 40/36. Now we have compare fractions with number 1, which is larger, 2/10 or 2/8. So you could multiply each by something that they'll have the same denominator. So you could get to, let's say if we want to get to 80 or 40, we could just multiply 2/10 by 4 on each. So you have then 8/40. And then you can compare that to also here, multiply each by 5. You have 10/40. Which one's bigger? 2/8 would be bigger. For number 2, we have 6/4 and 9/6. So we can then have the common denominator here. We have 4 and 6. So we try making each of them get to 12. So we have 6/4. We're just multiply each by 3. So we have then 18/12. And then you have 9/6. Multiply each by 2. You have 18/12. And because they're both equal, they're the same. Number 3, you have 7/10 and 3/2. And you could compare them by having 3/2 the same denominator as 10. So we have still 7/10. And then multiply 3/2 by 5 on both. So then you get 15/10. So 3/2 would be bigger. For number 4, we have 1/9 and 5/10. And well, we could just check. We have 1/9 for having a common denominator at 90. So we can multiply each by 10 here. So we have 10 over 90, and then we have 5 over 10, so we're going to multiply each by also 9, so 5, we multiply both 5 and 10, so 45 over 90, so 5 over 10 is bigger. For number 5, we have 12 over 9 and 7 over 2, we could check, so we could make the common denominator both 18, so 12 over 9, we just multiply by 2 each, so we get 24/18. And then for 7 over 2, we multiply both by 9, so we get 63/18. So 7 over 2 is bigger. Number 6, we have 8 over 7 and 6 over 4. They have a common denominator of 28, so we can multiply 8 over 7 by 4 on each, so we get 32/28. And then for 6 over 4, multiply both by 7, so we get 42/28. So 6 over 4 is bigger. For number 7, we have 7 over 7 and 15 over 9, and they have a common denominator of 63. So we multiply 7 over 7 by 9 each, so we get 63 over 63. And then we have 15 over 9, multiply each by 7. So then you would get here 105 over 63. So 15 over 9 is bigger. For number 8, we have 1 over 4 and 3 over 6. So we compare these two because they have a common denominator of 12. So multiply 1 over 4 by 3. We have 3 over 12. And then multiply 3 over 6 by 2. So you get 6 over 12. And 3 over 6 is bigger. And that's all for today. Thank you for watching.